That's why we are gathered here today, so that people can consult and engage and be watchful. We must refuse to be party to the subterfuges of the past that are glossed over and compromised on fundamental issues for expediency. Something fundamental must give this time round, but only if the people stay engaged. We are not going into this to be rubber stamps. One of the things that has clearly been on display ever since these past 6 months is that Kenya Kwanza is a regime of rubber stamps. Subsidies are being removed from food, fuel, electricity, and school fees, exposing people to suffering, and Kenya Kwanza rubber stamps it as okay. They know there was an order for the opening of the IB servers, but the rubber stamp is as okay the refusal to open the servers. They know the buying of MPs to switch sides undermines our hard-won multi-party democracy, but they still rubber stamp it as okay. People are being appointed to and sacked from the civil service on tribal lines, but Kenya Kwanza rubber stamps it as okay. You have not agreed to participate in the bipartisan process to be another rubber stamp for Kenya Kwanza. That has to be understood from the outset. Should the talks falter or bear no fruit because of the grandstanding, lack of openness, lack of honesty, and interest join hands, and let us stand firm in the interests of our country. Finally, we have said that we are not doing this because of any weakness on our side. We are only saying that Kenya is bigger, and that's why we are saying that we want to engage. Nobody should mistake this as a sign of weakness. We have embraced these talks before, but there must be talks which are going to be held with equal respect, mutual respect, and also with time in line with the law. The Kenya Kwanza have been saying we cannot do something outside the constitution and the laws. No law actually stops a dialogue outside parliament. In fact, we have had this before. When we are in a crisis, we had talks held at Serena Hotel, chaired by even a foreigner. Those talks were not considered to be illegal or unconstitutional. In the end, the product was taken to Parliament and approved unanimously by members of Parliament. We are in a similar situation here today. The police have shown complete disregard to the lives of our people. Many innocent Kenyans have died. Last week I visited Kenyans in hospitals, Mauwaji Hospital and Kenyatta Hospital. Young people shot by the police. Their only crime was that they were participating in a demonstration which was illegal because the police had been notified. A young man in Kisumu was knocked by police as a police officer. That young man who was knocked in Kisumu, just for the understanding of everybody around here, is my nephew. Actually, not my nephew, my grandson. His mother is my niece. I'm the one who actually recruited him to take him to the police. Then they go and arrest innocent people and charge them with murder. The other Kenyans, journalists, just basically accompanying us when we were demonstrating, have been shot, some of them very seriously wounded by the police. That nothing has happened. So we have said as a meal that we are going to take this matter to the highest court in the world. Already our lawyers are working on this, and we are going to take the particulars of all those police officers who have been involved in deliberate shooting and killing or maiming innocent Kenyans to a court which is outside our jurisdiction as a people, to ensure that justice is achieved. But they can come with live bullets. They can come with bombs. We will go and confront them in the name of the Lord and the God of Kenya. And we are sure, like the biblical David will confront Goliath, and we know what will happen to Goliath. So we, therefore, want to thank all of you for coming. Tunatoa shukrani sana kwenu kwa kutualika sisi kama wanazimio kuja kusikia. Tumesikia